Come through, Queen. I wanna see ya. Come through, Queen.
Hi, everyone. It's Dan.
And Brendan.
And this is Come Through, Queen. Hi, Brendan.
Hi.
We're back on this holiday week here in the States. It's like, and that holiday meaning kicking off Summer House filming.
Exactly. The most important time of the year.
I mean, they sometimes film the 4th of July, but this year it seems like they're starting the day after.
Interesting.
Yeah. But we do have like an exclusive official announcement.
Sure.
This is from
Hollywood Reporter.
Hollywood Reporter. So like that's
Bible.
That's like Bible. And like the fact that Hollywood Reporter's even like talking about Summer House is interesting to me.
Yeah.
That's like on their radar.
Because Summer House is famously not in Hollywood. It's in the Hamptons.
Stop. Okay. Summer House exes Carl Radke and Lindsay Hubbard returning for season 9. Filming begins this week. The rest of the Summer House cast will remain the same, except for Danielle Oliveira, who announced her exit as a full-time cast member on social media. Married couple Cook and Amanda Batula, Paige DeSorbo, Sarah Miller, and Gabby Prescott, along with season 8 newbies Jesse Solomon and Wes Wilson, will all return for season 9. New, yet-to-be-announced cast members will also join the series.
Good.
What are you thinking?
Well, it's kind of bleak that Danielle was the only one not hired back.
Yeah. I mean,
bleak for her.
Bleak for her. But this has happened for her in the past. Mm-hmm. Like she was main cast and then was a friend of Summer or...
And the way she worded her like exit was like, I'm going to hang on as hard as I can.
Well, I do follow her on Instagram and she's been like out in Long Island this week. But then she's like, oh, I'm going to LA tomorrow.
Okay.
So she won't be there while like they are there filming this weekend.
But she always is on Long Island.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a little surprising.
How's it going to work with Hubs and Carl?
I know.
I did not expect Carl to be back.
And then obviously there were rumors swirling of like maybe Lindsay won't be back.
Yeah. But
both of them are back.
Yeah.
No, I see it for both of them. It's kind of like Pump. It's kind of like this season of RHONJ of like we're tracking in the aftermath.
Sure. But aside from Gabby, will Lindsay have a friend?
Will Lindsay have a friend? I know like the season ended with like, oh, all us girls love each other. But like that didn't really...
But the reunion, it flipped.
I know, it flipped. Exactly. So like... But I do think this cast, aside from like what happened between Carl and Lindsay, like the cast is usually pretty good of like not being line in the sand. I have nothing to do with you.
Yeah. Do you think Craig will have a bigger role this summer? Because it's like, how long have they been together? It's like obviously very serious.
I know. Are we going to get engagement this summer?
I don't know.
They were like jet setting around Europe, like up until yesterday.
Yeah, I think they were in Italy with her family.
They were in Italy. They were in Saint-Tropez.
Are those two different places?
Saint-Tropez, I want to say, is
it
France. It's rolling off the tongue, not in an Italian way, as my Duolingo expertise can tell you. Yeah, I don't know. I love this. I can't wait for the girls to be back. Can't wait to see the new people. I'm thinking a guy and a girl.
Okay.
What are you thinking?
Agreed. I mean, like, they historically did not ever have luck with men until this season, and they got 2 good men.
Yeah. So now I think, like, and with Carl back, okay, we have a good base of 4. Mm-hmm. Let's try again with another man.
Yeah, and I do think they'll bring in a doll because...
They didn't add a doll last year.
And we need somebody that Lindsay can scoop up for a little bit.
I'm actually, like, surprised... And maybe it's possible, a Sam return.
Oh, yeah.
Because Sam's in the picture.
Is she still with that that bad man?
No, they famously broke up like shortly after filming the Winter
Corey
House
Kiefer?
Kiefer. Shortly after filming the
Corey Queefer.
filming the Winter House reunion, where like she was fighting for their lives.
Right.
Like they ended it.
She was the highlight of that reunion, maybe.
And she wasn't even main cast.
I know.
She came in and saved the show.
Or got it canceled.
No, I'm gonna blame Danielle. she went down with that ship, and then she didn't survive Summer House. No, oh god. And then like, there's no Martha filming this summer. Like, can we get like some of the Martha dolls out there to visit? Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think Jordan would be most likely.
Yeah, because
she was just in the Hamptons doing, you know, that Fresca like hard seltzer thing that Andy Cohen promotes.
Oh yeah, always.
She was at Surf Lodge with Andy and Jesse Solomon doing promo for that just this weekend.
So maybe we'll see Jordan pop in.
Yeah.
Who are the other New York dolls in Martha?
Is Brie New York?
And she's like international.
Jordan's DC.
I'm pretty sure.
No, not Jordan.
Jasmine and
Preston's DC.
Yeah, but he's like always in New York though.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Jasmine and Silas are New York or Jersey maybe. I don't even know.
Isn't Silas like
deployed still? Is he still deployed?
Yeah.
I feel like
how does war work?
Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. So that's Summer House. We got another.
Okay.
We're really like trying to scrounge up something. Brendan, tell us.
The more I look into this, okay,
you don't believe this was fan fiction.
Kind of reported as Bible on the internet.
People were acting like it was.
Yeah. So new details about Bravo's plan to conclude season 14 of RHONJ emerge after the network scrapped plans for a formal reunion sit down. So RHONJ Obsessed,
I believe,
reveals that on July 15th, 2 days after my birthday, the RHONJ cast will film their alternative season 14 reunion. The special will not be a formal sit down with Andy Cohen, but instead will feature the RHONJ cast watching and discussing the season 14 finale episode. On July 15th, the alternative reunion will be filmed. The two sides will watch the finale scene at Rails separately and provide commentary. RHONJ Obsessed reports.
Right. There's like a few things about this. The filming at Rails, like we've been on set now for so long for like reunion type things that like to be on location again feels nuts.
Yeah.
So
but I mean, like, if you're going to do on location, Rails is the place to do it.
Rails is the place to do it. And then, like, here's another thing. Who are the factions? Because, like...
I think the big question is, where does Dolores go?
Where does Dolores go? Where does Jackie go?
I don't know if Jackie would be invited.
But, okay. I mean, this dips into, like, main episode territory, but, like, really, if you think about it, like Jackie and Fessler are main cast, and Tree and Zia are a friend of.
That makes sense to me.
That makes sense to me too. Yeah. Like, where's Fessler? Is she with Tree and Jen Aiden after this episode? Maybe.
I think so.
But then she's best friends with Marge, who's the root of all evil, Satan herself.
I do think I have opinions on Marge.
Okay, let's save that for there because we're doing Jersey now.
Should we just go into Jersey?
Let's go into Jersey.
Okay.
Wait, what? So you just want to say media literacy here?
Yeah, I mean, like, this is something that was posted by
RHONJ Obsessed.
RHONJ Obsessed, which is not the Hollywood Reporter.
I know, but like, if you're gonna believe someone, I would want to believe someone who's obsessed with like the content. You know, like I think the obsession speaks volumes. And something about July 15th, I don't know what it is, like middle of the month vibes.
It's a Monday.
Like we're learning about this, like just enough time for the girls to like book their hair girls. You know,
that's going to be another thing to talk about.
Will the hair girls be there?
Yeah. Danielle's not going to pay them. The fact that we have this woman named Danielle on this show, it's still, anytime anyone mentions Danielle in relation to Jersey, I go back to Staub.
Oh, interesting. I don't. Because I like think Staub, you know?
What?
I think Staub.
That's what I just said.
I don't know. I mean, like I need like the full name Danielle Staub. Like just Danielle rolling off the tongue doesn't make me.
Oh, you need the full name.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I need like the heiress to the cookware line.
Like the fact that we've got Danielle Cabral.
I gotta say, she is lighting up the scenes this year.
She's doing something.
I'm having a great time with her.
Okay.
Why don't we like dip and do with all the dolls here?
Okay.
I think a great place, especially like as this aired during New York City Pride, Love is Love, Father Joe and Zia Melissa.
I will say, I am over Joe Gorga in general, but
he won you back
he won me back.
when he fought for gay rights.
Yeah. Yeah. I will also say historically, New Jersey Housewives is like where we've seen maybe the most like actual like gay representation on Housewives in general.
They were at the forefront.
Like everyone on this show has a gay relative.
Everyone's a gay relative, and like when a gay comes on New Jersey,
Not a gay,
I've been
a gay person.
I've been watching too much Kathy Griffin. When my gays come, no, like it's more the spotlight is on them versus like a Beverly Hills or an OC where like they come and go and it's so quick.
Sure, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It was really like RHONJ and Atlanta that like gave them the spotlight.
Totally.
I almost wish like we knew more. Like, who is this cousin to
Nick
in the family? Like,
yeah.
Is he? What is his relationship to Lisa Simpson? What is his relationship to Donna Marco?
Yeah. Also, why is Dolores there?
Like, so why are so many cast members at this wedding?
Yeah. It seemed like a really nice wedding, by the way.
Unfortunately, raining. I wonder if like that.
But they had the little like greenhouse.
Why is Zia talking to Antonia like she's an idiot?
Well, Antonia didn't look very happy to be there.
Oh, so she's fighting against gay rights.
I didn't say that.
Oh, well, because like she's off at college. She's like, oh god, I gotta like miss the parties this weekend. I gotta go to this wedding.
Yeah, but gay wedding fun.
But not when you're like 18, 19. You want to be partying at UDEL.
Yeah.
You know? No, but they were like, the way like Zia was talking to her was very like, she was like a toddler to me. And I love Zia describing how love is love. And I love Joe describing like, I have no family and this family took me in, much like a gay person lost at sea.
A gay person lost at
Just
sea?
like, no, like that one, it's Nick and who? Mike? Matt, something with an M. He was lost at sea.
Yeah. I mean, it's given we as gay people get to choose our families.
Yeah, and I choose Gorga.
We as Gorga get to choose our families.
No, we're choosing Marco's.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Is it Nick Marco? He was on Jeff Lewis Live with Zia.
Nick Marco?
Yeah.
What did he have to say for himself?
He was like, I'm gay.
I'm gay. And I'm here to raise awareness.
Yeah, I think he's really like taking the moment.
Hungry for it.
Yeah.
He's probably like disappointed that we didn't see more, really.
I know. The thing about like gay people is they always are really hungry to be on reality TV.
Okay, so that's that. Rachel Fuda, I did not know arthritis camp was a thing.
Me neither.
They got a camp for everything these days.
Didn't Ali Zarin go to the arthritis camp?
I think Jill sent her to a different kind of camp.
But she has arthritis.
But she has arthritis.
Yeah.
And what was interesting to me was like, why are only girls suffering from arthritis here? Where are the boys?
I'm not a scientist, but maybe it's something to do with that.
No, I think boys get arthritis too. Are the boys with arthritis like too cool for arthritis camp?
Okay. I don't know if I would go to arthritis camp if I had arthritis.
Yeah. It's kind of like.
Are we sleeping away?
No, this seemed like we like pop in for like arts and crafts or something.
Day camp.
Day camp.
Yeah.
Did you do sleepaway camp?
No, I wish.
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
Did you?
Not like not as like a kid, but as like a.
That's called college.
I don't even want to get into this. It's like
Wait.
too much.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No.
I went to Worcester Academy Sports Camp in Worcester, Massachusetts.
I'm pretty sure I've like mentioned this on the podcast before, but I went to
Conversion therapy.
No, I went to like yearbook camp at Syracuse University.
Oh, this sounds familiar.
Yeah, and I was going into the 8th grade, and everyone else was like, maybe there was like one other person going into 8th grade, and everyone else was like in high school, and I was like way too young for this.
So did you pursue being a
Yearbookery?
yearbook?
I didn't do it at all.
Wait, what?
I know. No, my MO in high school was like, I would just like say I'm in the club that like my friends were like the president of or something.
But you never actually participated. Wait, you went out of your way. Your parents paid money to make you go to yearbook camp, but you never actually did it?
No.
What do you...
Okay, this was going into 8th grade. So there wasn't like a yearbook group that like, I was like, oh, I would love to do this. This is like getting way too deep. Like there wasn't like, like I was just so interested in like the computer program and like, the layout. I sound crazy. But then I think like I tried to do it. This is gonna be too emotional. I think I like might have like went to a meeting like freshman year.
And they rejected you.
And they were, I think they were like too mean, and I didn't want to do it.
That is wild. Wow. We need to unpack that. Fun fact, my LBI trip this past weekend, 3 of the people who were on that trip were all part of the yearbook.
This came up.
Yeah.
It's interesting that like yearbooking is really in the forefront of the
Trang, Jenna, and Jennifer were all part of the yearbook. And my mom's, or I guess my neighbor growing up, Miss Mannheim, was the head of the yearbook.
See, if Trang was in my yearbook club, I'm sure I would have.
You would have been accepted.
I would have like stuck it out. I would have had a good time.
She's like the nicest person in the world.
Exactly. Oh my God.
But you went to an all-boys school.
I know.
Yeah.
What could have been?
The fact that there was like some mean yearbook queens who were...
I'm just trying to remember, like, why did I wanted to do it, but I just like, it didn't work out for me.
How did we get here? We're so far away.
I know, how did we, we were with arthritis camp, and then I went to yearbook camp. So there really is a camp for everybody.
I could see you thriving at an arthritis camp for some reason.
Well, I do have Keen Box.
I know.
Which is like, I want to say like an offshoot.
Yeah.
With this wrist of mine.
I'll never forget playing skee ball with you at Metropolitan years ago. And the fact, like, you would always blame the fact that you weren't doing well in skee ball on your weak wrists.
Yeah. And then when I'm doing well, it's like I'm overcoming. Okay. So
what else? Donna Marco.
No, Donna Marco is next week. I already watched like a fun clip. She's truly going to be main cast next time. So stay tuned for that one.
Sure.
We got Tree cleaning up the aftermath of Tulum.
Oh yeah, and Gia's like, I can't clean.
I'm on my way out. And like, she kisses them goodbye and then like stays for a scene.
Yeah.
Like talk it out.
Do you think next season we're gonna get like a secret pilot through Gia from, actually like I almost said the Made in Manhattan, like the Making It Manhattan cast? How do you think we're gonna go through? Do you think it's gonna be Salt Lake City?
Oh, wasn't that your dream? Meredith Marks leading us, showing us how to really make it in Manhattan.
Well, we know
That is actually one of the funniest things. I don't remember who brought the allegation against her.
Lisa Barlow.
Lisa Barlow, of course.
It's like the most famous.
What respected her name? Wait, that one imitator online singing Charlie XCX as Lisa Barlow. That was another part. I think I talked about the pre-show, like the people online forcing me to like Brat through all the jokes and the fun.
I think you're like truly losing it.
I've been up since 4 a.m.
I know. Dad brain.
We're recording this at 3:30 p.m. and I've been up for now almost 12 hours.
Oh my God. You're dad brain and I'm party girl voice.
What a combo here. Okay. Jen, Aiden has Tree and Fessler over to discuss the aftermath. Mm-hmm. And Fessler is the Messler this week.
Of course.
She's really trying to like play it on all sides. We got Dolores and Paulie. The calling in made me laugh instead of calling out.
I know.
And like the role playing of like calling in because like you had a long night and your friends all meet each other. Oh, yeah.
Do you think Dolores and Paulie are in game?
Well, she's now working for him. She's the
an
manager.
employee.
She's Mrs. Manager. I don't know, man.
I mean, like, the only reason I really want them to be endgame is because I need Dolores to have like this association with Ireland. I think that's important.
A big Irish wedding.
Yeah. Officiated by who? Connor.
No, he's a DJ.
He can do both.
He can do both. Okay. Well, I mean, Connor does have like a voice for officiating.
True.
So we can't let that go to waste.
Maybe I can officiate because I did meet them once and I have officiated.
You met Dolores.
At BravoCon, remember? I have a photo with her.
Yes.
And I told her about Connor and she knew exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah. You like, oh my God, that was so funny. Like you were not interested in like photos with anyone except for Dolores.
Well, no, I was kind of like
shy.
What happened was I was kind of
forced into it.
My coworker was like, "Oh, you should get a photo together."
But you didn't say no.
No. Well, yeah. I mean, like, what I'm going to say? No, I don't want a photo with you, Dolores. She would have my head.
Yeah. It was sad watching Marge and Joe Benigno go through the stress of like the phone calls with the doctors and stuff.
Yeah. I feel a certain way about Marge in general, but like these kind of scenes and also like just like that and then what happened to her ex
Jan. She's going through it in a way that like who's someone that like had a loss and like should have taken a season off? Was that like Kyle Richards or something? I'm trying. There's been like a few people who like bounce back after losing someone, and it's like probably would have been for the best.
You shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know.
Kyle Richards.
Kyle and like the best friend.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so sad.
Yeah. Okay. Who else do we got? I'm bougie pilled. I you know how Gerber like picks like the Gerber baby every year.
You want them to pick the bougie kid?
I want them to pick Simon Hurst Calabrese as the bougie kid for 2025.
I bet you like just message her and they will.
Unfortunately, like I did go to bougiekids.com and like I didn't click into the girl line, but the boy line only has like 5 outfits maybe. So I really need them to flesh that out, and like I think only one of them even would fit Simon right now.
I feel like the dolls aren't making enough clothes for boys.
Oh, let me tell you. So we go into, oh God, I don't even remember the name of it. Like, Bye Bye Baby, right?
Oh yeah.
Or we go into Target in the baby clothes section. It's like 80% girl stuff, and then a few scraps for the boys, 20%.
Sure, yeah.
Like we're really fighting for our lives.
Have you tried Old Navy?
Oh yeah. I mean, like half his stuff. Old Navy and H&M, 2 of the chicest places for a baby to go.
Old Navy, all my clothes are from there.
It's giving Batula Sierra Page.
Yeah. I have been to that Old Navy because it's near my office.
Okay. It's interesting. Okay, so then the dad's gonna come because Nate still like engages with Danielle's dad.
So he's bringing the kids to the dad's house.
Yes.
Which is wild. I mean, I don't think it's wild, but I think it's like the fact that I think it's good.
Yeah.
But it is interesting.
It's like, why are we not speaking to like half your family?
You got to look at that.
You gotta look at that.
You got to look at that.
Yeah. Okay. No Jackie this episode.
She needs a break.
She needs a break. It's like
It's like Kyle Richards needs a break.
like Jackie needed one episode break after like 2 parties in a row of her getting like emotionally beat up by
Just
everyone.
like Jackie.
Oh, we saw her on the book cover when Marge received the book.
Yes. Okay. I think Jackie, a good comparison. So we just watched the Morocco, final part of Morocco, and Alex McCord and Jackie Goldschneider. Similarities.
2 peas in a pod there.
Yeah. They're both very book smart.
Not street smart.
Not street smart.
And like street in this case meaning like Bravo reality TV smart.
Yeah. But like they both come at things in a way that's emotional and almost like too over the top. Study that. Someone should write a paper about that.
Write a paper. If you're in college,
Essay.
if you're at UDEL with Antonia partying, take a break and write this paper. Okay. Is there anything else that we need to take care of before we go to Bougie Kids?
No.
I would say Bougie Kids, the event of the year.
Yeah. So my eyes were like really focused on the floors.
The floors.
It was really like the venue, once they built it up, it was nice enough, but like the floors, they could have like brought some wax to those floors.
Now, I don't know if you had like your eyes really peeled, but like in every little group scene, if you add them all up, there were like 4 different dolls who were not part of this cast who were like in conversation with the girls. It was akin to like, remember that Beverly Hills episode where there were just like 4 friends in the mix and we had like the fantasy of like them walking off and doing the spin-off.
Oh, all of Crystal's friends?
Yeah, Crystal.
Yeah.
Like we had like another 4 girls here.
Yeah, one of them was from that party.
From the Tulum party, yeah.
She was wearing a hat. We disagreed about whether or not she was wearing a hat
okay.
at the Tulum party, and she was.
Okay. But then there were like another. There was like one that's like helping Danielle like set up. Then there was like another one that was like a friend of like Rachel Fuda or something. I don't know. There was a lot of people there. Are we laying the groundwork? Because they were getting like names under like Bubba Buzz friend so and so.
If we're laying groundwork, that's not the direction I want to go. I need more.
You need JWoww. You need a
Yeah, well, yeah.
Wait, JWoww and Danielle Cabral were dancing together at a concert recently.
Oh, God.
Just keep your eyes peeled there.
I do think.
We're ready.
I really do think that we should add JWoww, Snooki, and Dina.
And not
Sammy?
Not the classiest girl, Sammy. But then it's like, it's too much. I really think you could add 1, maybe 2.
But like,
it's tough.
I'm not watching Jersey Shore Family Reunion religiously, but I
no idea.
am catching snippets on TikTok.
Okay.
And I like all those dolls together.
But we can't just do Jersey Shore and Bravo.
Why not?
Okay.
I mean, like, we are nearing possibly the end of
Bravo.
Not of Bravo, but of like Housewives as we know it.
Okay.
So we might as well like inject something new.
Okay. Sure. Rachel had me laughing at Bougie Kids.
Why?
Running to and fro.
Yeah.
Running away when Teresa gets there. Running away when Fessler starts yapping.
But like her thing against Fessler's didn't make sense to me.
She is annoyed that like Fessler keeps talking about her husband.
But Fessler's being a soldier for her.
Yeah. I think like Fuda's strategy is like, let's drop it. And I do see the point of like, oh God, like, don't talk about my husband and Gia. Like, don't make this into a thing.
Right.
Even though he's the one that like said her name.
Sure. Also, we just need to stop crying about that.
What?
The analogy and like all. It's like, it's enough.
The fact that like the analogy like got brought back up into life. It's just so funny to me.
I know. It's like, it's just Jackie like getting hit from the side when
she's not even there.
Yeah.
When
I do think it's interesting. Zia keeps referring to Gia as a child, and it's like I can sense that Zia like is trying to draw a line between like the cast and like the kids of the cast, but it's like Gia's also like 30 at this point, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like 28.
Zia doesn't know that Gia's trying to make it in Manhattan at this point, so like she probably had a different like motive at this time. Like if she had known she was trying to make it in Manhattan, maybe she would have cared less.
Yeah. I wonder if Antonia will be able to try to make it in Manhattan.
She's making it in Delaware. She's got like another like 3 years of trying to make it there.
Yeah.
Unless you could study abroad in New York. College should like let you study abroad like domestically.
I did that.
Oh, you did? Oh
I
LA.
studied abroad in LA.
Oh, I guess like for like
I was an RA.
The showbiz dolls, like the destination is LA.
Yeah.
That is your abroad.
I literally studied abroad in LA. I interned for a production company. They were making a movie starring Brendan Fraser and Kerry Russell.
Oh my God.
And Harrison Ford.
We love Kerry in this household.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else you really want to say about this?
No.
No. Oh, side note. Did you watch Watch Happens Live?
The 15th anniversary thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, because of strained relationships, they didn't invite some of the dolls who would have made it iconic. Like they basically like cut around the fact that Danielle Staub was the first ever guest on Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah.
Nene wasn't there for obvious reasons. She's an important part of Watch What Happens Live.
Yeah. I think, okay, so it's supersized. I think it would have been like fun to not be in the clubhouse, to like make it a bigger deal, but I understand like, okay, well, let's like honor the clubhouse by doing it there.
The point is the clubhouse.
And then I think it would have been like fun. Let's make it more like chaotic, a la like 2011 New Year's Eve or whatever,
which was iconic.
Like, and let's do it live.
Yeah,
it's a little too like buttoned up, pre-taped.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
I don't think I really needed Jerry O'Connell.
I don't really understand why he was there.
Like, we don't need fan representation in the chair.
If you're gonna do fan representation, do somebody like like Sarah Paulson or like Jennifer Lawrence. I know that's a much bigger ask, but like they would have been good and had fun.
I mean, Sarah Paulson, I think she's like on Broadway right now. She could have like promoted that.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's like sold out though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then there's like funny things. Like I'm laughing at like the montage of like no one knowing how to do tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad they did the drag queen montage.
Yeah.
So there was like fun to be had there.
I enjoyed my time, but I just think that it could have been a little more iconic.
This Sonia, it's like enough is enough.
And like a bunch happened behind the scenes. Like she apparently confronted Jeff Lewis in a way.
Sonia did.
Yeah, that wasn't shown on the show, but he talked about it on the radio.
Yeah. Jeff being there was a good choice.
He is good television. He didn't really get to shine really, but like he's good for the show.
Yeah. And I like, as much as I wasn't excited for like Sonia to be there, I think like she detracted from like Lou's grand return as like international star. But like she kept like interrupting every time like we were talking about Lou's like rise in fame.
Like, why wasn't like Tamra there?
I know. Why no West Coast representation here.
And like, I mean, I get that Potomac is filming, but like, can't like Karen take the train up?
Okay. Shall we go to Dubai?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm watching at this point just for Stanberry Ion.
Interesting. Stanberry who's sleeping on the floor.
Yeah.
And Ion visiting the home.
Which I loved.
Ion pushing this like baby thing.
Yeah.
Part of me is like, oh, is this like fake like all the other girls who've come before and done baby storylines? But like we're actually going to doctors and like looking at pictures of embryos.
And it is, to me, it's like Stanberry definitely doesn't want to do this, but she's doing it for Sergio.
Yeah. Stanberry talking about like, oh, well, if we have to do a surrogate, I'm worried like I'll forget we're having a baby. Like, Jesus Christ.
But I also thought it was just very interesting, her talking about her upbringing and then how she raised her kids, and she was like absent from raising her kids, but she was like, I was more involved than my parents were.
Yeah.
Weird, wild, weird, but interesting.
Oh yeah, the photos of like the
nannies,
the nanny in the uniforms and stuff.
Did you see she was recently hanging out with Nicole Scherzinger?
I did.
That's fun.
Yeah, I like that.
Nicole Scherzinger is talented, and that has to be talked about.
I feel like she could get a Tony.
I think she will.
The girls have.
Did you see her at the Tonys?
No.
She did like the In Memoriam song.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, this is a singer.
She's working late. Okay. Sergio's mom and Caroline, are they peers? Peer adjacent?
He is 29. Caroline's 50.
She's almost 50.
They could be peers.
Okay, Talene, who I gotta say.
Oh, Star. I'm also watching for her.
She is bringing something to the show.
Yeah.
Something Adian.
Yeah.
Jen Adian.
Yeah.
Dreaming about the boy that they may have.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I had a brain fart for a second. Her like asking Brooks, like, are you well?
I think we as the audience are asking that.
Yeah.
She has devolved into a mania this season that like I cannot understand.
Yeah, and just like physically, she's so much thinner.
I guess I haven't really noticed that because like for whatever reason, like every time Brooks is on the screen, she like styles herself so differently that like I can never like land on what Brooks looks like.
Sure.
Like from confessional to like in scene, like I can't keep track of her. But that like all silver alien superstar look.
It was horrible. I'm sorry. It looked like it was like from Amazon.
Yeah. Why is Dr. Sarah bringing her son on like a first date with this man? And then we actually learned that like, oh no, like the man had a first date with the son
like babysat
the day before.
Alone?
So weird.
And like, just like the son's like now very invested in like his new.
Yeah.
He like, didn't he like say like, oh, you could be like father material? Dr. Sarah needs to be studied.
She's a real weirdo, if there ever was one.
Maybe one of like the biggest scammers to ever be on Real Housewives.
Like when she talks about all the businesses, it's like, what is the business?
I don't know.
What's the moneymaker here? I did like the the editing of like the game of telephone of like Brooks calling everyone at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, losing
Brooks doing 2 a.m. phone calls. Maybe she should call like Shannon Medore.
Yeah.
Isn't Shannon Medore known for a late night phone call?
It is definitely Bedorian. And the two of them like on different time zones, like it doesn't even matter. Like you can just like call each other at all hours of the day. It'll be 2 here, 2 p.m. here, 2 a.m. there.
Yeah, I feel like Brooks needs to go back to Boston. Like maybe she like Kyle Richards needs a break.
A break from Dubai. And then Caroline is setting up this. She's like, I need a break. Let's go out into the desert and have lunch.
And she sends like the car, like the Sprinter fell through, so it's like the most busted, like no AC,
Yeah.
like shuttle bus.
We're squeezing like Ayan's dress into there.
Yeah.
And then it's like, surprise. Here's fancy cars.
To drive?
It's like, this is like so corn in the cob to me.
Yeah. But that's like, I like sitting in a car.
Do you?
As somebody who isn't regularly in a car, whenever I get to like sit in a car with air conditioning.
I'd really love to see you behind the wheel.
Oh.
When's the last time?
Maybe 2017.
That's bad.
Why is that bad?
Because like if you need to one day, you're like going to be ill-equipped.
Then I'll adapt. The only instance where I will really need to drive is like something apocalyptic, where I have to like steal a car and like drive away from the city. And at that point, it's like the zombies are coming. I can just run them over. It doesn't matter.
The zombies are coming. That's right. Yeah.
Right?
I just thought maybe like when you're like out visiting family, sometimes like you might need to go running, get something.
No, my mom will drive me.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. And Brooks is just like unwell in a group scene.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not having a bad time in Dubai. I'm like fine with it.
I mean, like I said last week, it's just like something fun for the summer girls.
Yeah. And like I said, I like being with Stanberry because her life is so bizarre. I like being with Ayan because whatever. And then Talene, I think is actually, she's up there.
She's like the most, like Ayan and Stanberry are their own creatures. Talene is like from the Housewife Factory.
Yeah. She's a girl's girl.
She's a girl's girl. She is a girl's girl, I would say. Yeah. Okay, shall we get to a Freak of the Week and the One True Queen?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, a Freak of the Week this week is a photo has emerged from
the Housewives Factory.
from the Housewives Factory, from the White House, celebrating Pride this June.
I think not actually the White House. I think wherever Kamala lives.
In the home of.
Yeah. It's like the naval, isn't it like the Naval Reserve or something where the vice president lives?
Yeah, where does the vice president live?
It's like the naval, it's something with the Navy in it. They have a pool.
Why don't we ever talk about this? Like in school, like I feel like in elementary school, like that would be a fun thing to like cover. Like,
Yeah.
Where does the vice president live?
Yeah. I'm going to look it up.
Okay. So Kamala had the dolls over?
I think they have a pride party. Yeah.
In home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where does VP live? It's also funny, like, if you think about it, Kamala lived where Jill lived.
Kamala lived where Jill lived. She walked those very halls. So while Kamala opened her home up, one Meredith Marks engaged in LGBTQ rights. Yes, sir?
With their offices located on the White House grounds, vice presidents since Walter Mondale have lived with their families on the grounds of the United States Naval Observatory. I was right-ish.
Wow, good job. Yeah. I'm proud of you.
I know things.
So Meredith Marks was at the Naval Observatory.
With Brooks.
With Brooks. Was this film from?
Were they making it in Manhattan?
Are we making it in D.C.? Are we making it in the Naval Observatory? I don't know. It's just like, it's the freak because like for this picture to come out like in the midst of the Kamala storm right now, where like Kamala's like the name on everyone's lips right now.
Yeah.
Like I'm scrolling, it's Kamala. I'm like, I feel like I hit my head on the coconut tree on the way down. I'm in the context of.
There was a funny tweet that I sent to you earlier that was like, okay, if this world is really going to go to shit, at least like we could potentially have a president that likes to laugh.
Yeah. Make America laugh again. Make America laugh again.
Kamala.
Holy shit. Oh my God. I think we're onto something here.
We've got Kamala's new campaign
like
manager.
I'm like John Lovett. Is he the speechwriter from like I'm like,
the gay guy.
The gay guy. I'm Kamala's gay guy.
Nobody talks about the fact that he and what's his name
Ronan?
broke up, and Ronan thought, and John went to Survivor.
He went to an island to figure his shit out. And here we are. Okay, Queen, the one true queen this week is one baby-faced Gina Keogh. She went to the school of Patty Singer and Renee Graziano.
Yeah.
Shoppery. Photoshoppery. To debut a new fresh-faced look.
On Instagram.
And one, Kara is her name? Kara Keogh?
But I think married so has a different name.
I think that there's the Boz on the end now, much like a Molly
Boz?
Yeah.
Oh.
She said, "Mom," like something like, "Mom, stop it." and then Gina revealed like the actual photo.
Yeah.
But the original one is just so good. Like I love that. Like it's like a hop skip from AI, but like it's not AI because they all do the same exact like. They pick the same doll to like merge their face into. Mm-hmm. That looks like Patty Singer, her, Renee Graziano, like they could all be sisters.
They are.
But then like out here in the real world, they could not look more different.
The funny thing is like Gina is somebody who's going to be back on our screens on OC. I think she filmed a little bit. It's like you're doing AI face, but then you're gonna be on TV. I
mean, Patty Singer's back on like the CW or something.
I know. Imagine giving Patty Singer a job on the CW.
Yeah. So Gina,
what does CW stand for?
It's like, check this out. Watch it. That's the C and the W.
Okay.
All right. Well,
I think we're cooked.
I'm fully baked here. Wow, what a week of Come Through Queen. And as usual, go to comethroughqueen.com for links to everything, Patreon, and just like, comment, subscribe, heart, share, retweet.
Love us, please retweet.
Bye.
Bye.